Welcome to iLearningGlobal TV, the world's most complete and comprehensive continuous learning platform. What we're going to do today is show you around the iLearningGlobal.tv website as both a visitor and a member. Let's first begin by making sure we're at the correct URL. That's iLearningGlobal.tv on the top left. As soon as you click on the correct URL, you will see this page come up. Let's first go to the faculty page. Under the faculty page, on the left side under Hall of Fame, you will see some very familiar names, such as Bill Bartman, Brian Tracy, Dan Clark, Dolph DeRoos, Don Hudson, Harv Eker, Jim Cathcart, John Gray, Patricia Fripp, and so on and so forth. You are able to navigate through a faculty list. Let's look at John Gray, for instance. When you click on John Gray, you get a nice big picture of John Gray, and you also get a bio of him, as well as a link back to his website. Let's go back to the home page. Now, as a visitor, let's click on the eBrary and see what happens. As a visitor, you can see that there are 5 free sample ebooks. And on the right side, there are 2 free sample workbooks. This is just to give you a brief look at what the eBrary can offer. Let's go back to the home page. Let's go to the audio section. Under the audio section, you can see that we have 3 Brian Tracy classics for free for your listening enjoyment. This gives you a preview of what you as a member will enjoy at iLearning Global. Now let's go back to the home page. Let's check out the video theater. Now, on the video theater, you can see a few sample videos as a visitor. Let's go over to the classic channels first. On the left side here, you can see sample classic videos. Let's click on it and see what happens. As you can see, we have a free video of Tony Alessandra. This is Tony Alessandra's famous Platinum Rule speech. You could see that in the sample classic videos, we can watch this in small screen or we watch this in full screen. And with our technology, we can fast forward and reverse at will with little to no buffering. Let's escape out of here. Let's go over to the right side where our high definition videos are. First, as a visitor, you can look through and see what kind of categories we work with. And remember, this is just the beginning. Let's see what we have here. Financial strategies, goal setting, leadership, marketing strategies, parenting, relationships, sales psychology, tax deductions, teens, and so on and so forth. Let's go to the faculty channels below and see who on the faculty channels that we have in high def. Brian Tracy, Dan Clark, Debbie Allen, Don Hudson, Ivan Meisner, Leslie Householder, Patricia Fripp, Steve Anderson, Steve Siebold, and so on. As a visitor, you do have access to 10 high-definition videos, one under sample category video and the other under sample faculty video. Let's go to sample faculty videos and see what happens. Now, if you have correctly downloaded your high-definition player, you will see the player come up, such as this. We have to choose from Jim Cathcart, Bob Proctor, Brian Tracy, Kevin Carroll, Don Hudson, and Patricia Fripp. As you can see, the video begins on its own. Let's watch this video and see what Jim Cathcart has to say. Let's also put this in full screen and see how it looks. As you can see, the viewing experience is excellent. We have full screen, high definition, no buffering technology. Let's escape out of here. Again, with our technology, you're able to fast forward and reverse with virtually no buffering or lag time. Now, if we're done watching Jim, let's go over to the playlist. Click over here. Let's watch Kevin Carroll. And let's hit the play button and see what happens. Now Kevin's video starts. Let's watch Kevin in full screen. Again, high definition viewing experience with incredible sound and quality. Now let's go over to the sample category videos. On the sample category videos, we have Dan Clark, Paul Martinelli, Tony Alessandra, and Terry Murphy. Now Dan Clark's definitely one of my favorites. Let's watch him in full screen. Wow, absolutely incredible at the clarity. And again, you're able to fast forward and reverse at will with virtually no buffering or lag time. Now let's go back to the home page. Now let's see what happens when you log in as a member. And let's see the value you get as a member of iLearningGlobal.tv. Let's first start by going back to the eBrary. Wow, look at the amount of names we have in the eBrary for you as a member. Let's look at Brian Tracy. There are 8 books alone underneath Brian Tracy. 8 of Brian Tracy's full-length books. Let's go over to the right here. This is going to be the workbooks and lesson sections. This will become a lot more comprehensive in the future. We have Sandy Bodkin here, our former tax IRS attorney. Very amazing content. I would highly suggest you watch his modules to save you thousands of dollars in taxes. On the right side here, we have our monthly downloads. You could download Eat That Frog, one of Brian Tracy's best sellers. He has sold 2 million of these books worldwide, and it's translated into over 30 languages. You could just click on it and download it right to your screen. Let's go to the audio section. Wow, look how robust this section is. We can choose from Bill Bartman, Brian Tracy, Marc Victor Hansen, Tony Alessandra, Ivan Meisner, and so on. Let's go to Tony Alessandra and see what we have to offer. Great. We have 4 of Tony's streaming sound segments. On the right side here, you will also see our monthly downloads. Now say you want to listen to Brian Tracy in the car. Click here and download this directly to your desktop and then put it on your iPod or burn a CD if you will. Now let's go to our video section. This is what we've all been waiting for. Let's look at our classics. Now our classics are videos in which, after being accepted as a faculty member, faculty members are able to submit some of their classic content if it meets our video regulations. Let's take T. Harv Eker, for instance, one of my favorites. Look at this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 of T. Harv Eker's $5 million ideas. Now, for those of you that don't know, this is a multi-$1,000 seminar, and we have it as a member of iLearning Global. Let's go to one of T. Harv Eker's segments. Look at this. Live studio audience. We see him interacting with the crowd. Very great stuff. Invaluable, if you will. We could watch this in full screen, or we could watch in the smaller screen. And we could fast forward and reverse at will. Let's get out of here. Now let's look at the high definition videos. Wow, the amount of high definition videos we have access to is staggering. And it grows every single week. In fact, we put up 5 to 10 new high definition video segments every single week. So the value of this product just keeps on going up and up and up. Let's take sales and sales management, for instance. Look at all this content. Brian Tracy, Dan Clark, Don Hudson, Jim Cathcart, Patricia Fripp, Tony Alessandra. Look at all these people talking about sales and sales management. How about relationships? Jim Cathcart and John Gray. And the list goes on and on and on. Now, let's search by faculty. Hiram Smith, one of my favorites, founder of the Franklin Day Planner. As you can see, we have 4 of Hiram's segments, and many, many more to come, all in high definition. As you can see, being a member of iLearning Global is completely invaluable. I urge you today to sign up as either a customer or a marketer to enjoy this life-changing program. iLearning Global can do 3 things for you. We call this the triangle of success. First and foremost, iLearningGlobal will make you more money in your current career. Second, iLearningGlobal will allow you to take advantage of Schedule C tax deductions that you might not already take advantage of. And third, iLearningGlobal will give you the ability to create a secondary residual source of income. I hope you enjoyed our presentation, and I hope you join us at iLearningGlobal.